Hey guys, welcome back to part two of this tutorial on welcome back to part two of this tutorial on how to make the Sullivan and Marx look of text. So when we left off, we had like finished with our like the way it looks. We finished with the way it looks. So now we're gonna be doing the lighting part because you got to have the lighting and the stuff make it look like you're cool. So what I'd suggest you do is you go back to your Sullivan and Marx thing and render two transparent images. One of them will be like the logo itself with transparent background, and another one of them will be like only the like outer edge. And you can accomplish this by going back in and turning on transparency for the front layer, and setting it to mask, and then setting alpha to 0, and then it'll only like render it as this right here. And then I guess we're gonna go into ramp, and we're gonna turn that up, and then that renders as white. All right, and then we'll get the original one too and put that behind it. All right, now you go in the camera and do all this mess. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna move this up one, and that won't matter because we're gonna be making it orthographic. Zoom in on it, and then this one should be on the second layer, and then you make a copy of it, and then you put that one on the third layer. And just in case, I'm gonna make this one its own material, so now we have three different layers, and I'm gonna name them each what they should be. So I'm gonna call the first one base, the second one mask, and the third one light. I just realized this is not shadeless. All right. Now that we've done that, I'll go into shading, turn off the sky, and we're gonna go into our node editor. This is where I like lose a lot of people, so I hope you're paying attention. So you go into compositing, which is the one that looks like a bunch of pictures. You press use nodes, and then you put in an alpha over, and then this is important. I don't get why a lot of remakers don't do this. You get a viewer node, and then you place that in there, and then you do this to drag it into the viewer node, and then you're gonna hold shift and drag your mouse through that, and then you'll be able to see what's happening behind you. I don't get why a lot of other people don't do that. It's really useful. All right, so then after that, you're gonna get the mask layer, and you're gonna put that on top, and it should look like this. Your Sullivan and Marx text with a with a uh, with a white outline. Then you're gonna get a mix node, and then you're gonna set this to multiply, and you're gonna get your light thing out. Now you might be noticing nothing's happened, and that's good because that's kind of what we want. So then you're gonna get a set alpha thing, and you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna set this to be white. Now you might notice that it makes the front turn light, but don't worry, it's an easy fix. You gotta get an alpha convert node, so it changes to straight alpha to pre-multiplied, and then that fixes that. So now we're gonna get a black background in here. Oh, my bad, I wasn't supposed to do that. I hate it when that happens. I should really get a regular mouse. I'm hoping for one for Christmas. Anyways, so now that you've got that, set your resolution to full. If you want to make render times faster, here's a tip. Under image sampling, go to filter times, filter, and set that to like the lowest you can for all of these. Filter size should be like 0.1, and then when you turn off anti-aliasing, it'll look sharp as heck. Oh, my bad, I almost forgot. We have to like turn off the filter too. We have to also uncheck interpolation, and then now it should be sharp. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we got this. We got this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make it glow. So you're going to take a glare, and you're going to place it right there. Set the threshold low. You can choose whether or not you want this to be like high quality, but that'll run up render time. Like, it's your choice, honestly. If you have a beefed up computer, go for it. And you can set the angle offset to whatever you want. I think it looks best at 15. I'll set it to medium for now so that we can like render this stuff easily. So now what you're gonna do is on the third layer, you're gonna move this part around a little bit so that when you render it out, it'll look more like this. Now you might be noticing, oh, that looks a little bit crusty. Easy fix. All you gotta do is add some blur. Set that to like, I don't know, 5. Yeah, that's good. So you're just gonna like make this animate around like pretty slowly, to be completely honest with you. Don't like overdo it, because if you overdo it, then it won't look too good. And to make sure you don't have any of that slowdown, go in, space, set keyframe interpolation, linear, and there you go. Now it moves without stopping. Honestly, I think that might be a little bit too slow. What does it look like in my logo again? Hang on a moment. Oh yeah. It's not that slow. It's not that slow. You can speed it up just a little bit. So like have it be like down here, I guess, and then. Nah, you can be faster than that. And don't forget to like add in some rotation so that it looks a little bit more natural, I guess. This is basically what they did back then. They had like an overlay, and they had it like they dragged an overlay around the they dragged an overlay of like they had like a copy of this, and they had an overlay that they dragged over it, and that's how they created like the glimmering effect. A good example of this is in like the HBO feature presentation ident or whatever from that time period. But yeah, okay, let's render this out, see how it looks. I'll render it at 19. I'll render it by 1280 by 720 for speed. Oh crap, there's still PNG. Hate it when that happens. We can see our progress in the node editor, and it looks a lot better than viewing it from like the image editor, because it doesn't like twitch every single time they render a new frame. Anyways, that's the tutorial. Sorry if like I wasn't able to go too much in depth. I kind of wanted to just make this really quickly because I'm kind of sick right now, and I would hate to like have to do anything too much right now, especially since it's Thanksgiving and I'd enjoy spending that time with my family. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be sure to do more tutorials in the future. Bye bye.